dugsiga boardingka iyo maalinlaha ah ee Amano Boarding and Day School.
Rahim. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back, my dear students. Today we are going to restart the biology online classes. So we have a new topic today, nutrition and respiration. Okay. So as you can see from here, there are two, words, nutrition and respiration. So nutrition generally, respiration also are two of the characteristics of living things. So from that you can see that this is, a very large topic. Let's start. Okay. Nutrition. Let's see nutrition. Nutrition, the definition of nutrition usually depends on the context. So now we can define the nutrition as the process. You see, we can define the term nutrition as the process by which organisms, both animals and plants, unicellular and multicellular, obtain and consume their nutrients. So here we have two words: the process whereby living organisms obtain and consume or use the food materials. So the first thing that living things must do is to try how to obtain or how to get the nutrients itself. After that, they will consume it. So if we try to answer the question, how do living things obtain their nutrients? They obtain in two different ways. Some of the organisms can manufacture, can produce their own food. Manufacture or produce their own food, and these are the plants, whereby other organisms consumes or feeds on other organisms. Feeds on what? Other organisms. This means some organisms like green plants can make their own food, while some other organisms like animals feed on other organisms, whether it's plants or animals. Therefore, due to this, we can just divide the nutrition in two different ways. Number one, autotrophic nutrition. Number two, heterotrophic nutrition. So autotrophic, the word auto means self. Auto means what? Self. And trophic means feeding. Auto means self and trophic means feeding. That means self-feeding organisms. An autotrophic nutrition or self-feeding nutrition is a process by which an organism takes in simple or inorganic materials like carbon dioxide and water, and some thin minerals like nitrogen to make organic food material like carbohydrates, proteins and fats. This means plants absorb carbon dioxide from the air, taking water from the soil and some minerals from the soil. With the presence of sunlight, they combine these inorganic molecules and produce an organic compounds like glucose, which is carbohydrate, proteins and fats. Okay. Nutrition, this type of nutrition or autotrophic nutrition is carried out by green plants. Again, green algae. There are different types of algae: blue algae, red algae, green algae. So only this one can make food by itself, and also some bacteria, but you need to take into account the general name. Like for example, autotrophic, is common to these organisms, but the means by which each organism produces its own food may be different. For example, green plants use photosynthesis, while bacteria use chemosynthesis, as we will see in the later in other parts of the topic. The other type of nutrition is heterotrophic nutrition. Hetero means other. Hetero means other. And feeding, so trophic means feeding. So this is feeding on others. Feeding on what? Others. It involves taking complex food materials like carbohydrates, proteins, and fats obtained from the bodies of plants or animals. Obtained from the bodies of plants or animals. So this type of nutrition is carried out by animals. It's carried out by animals because they cannot synthesize their own food like plants. What is the importance of nutrition in living organism? Food provides materials needed for growth. That means, like, for example, proteins, development, repair, replacement of worn out cells. That means, for example, if you cut your skin, a new skin is made from the proteins in our diet, please. So we need all minerals or materials that we need to grow, to develop, to repair damaged cell or replace a worn out cell. We can get from the foods we eat. Again, food provides energy, which is the most important one, please. Energy. Without energy, then there is no life. So living organisms need energy to thrive or to carry out life processes like movement, reproduction, breathing, respiration, and so on. So food provides energy which is used to carry out all the metabolic processes in the body. Okay, let's look at the autotrophic nutrition. As we defined it earlier, autotrophic nutrition is the process whereby living organisms can produce or manufacture their own food. Autotrophic nutrition is classified into two main types, depending on the type of species or type of organisms. Number one, chemosynthesis. This is done by bacteria. So as the name shows you, the difference between chemosynthesis and photosynthesis is the type of energy the organism uses or utilizes to combine the inorganic materials, carbon dioxide and water, to produce the organic one. So this is chemosynthesis, and it's done by the bacteria. The other type of autotrophic nutrition is photosynthesis, which is the most important one, and this is the one we will learn in details in our upcoming lessons. Okay, and it's done by the green plants. Finally, let's define chemosynthesis and photosynthesis. Chemosynthesis is a type of nutrition in which certain bacteria synthesize. You see here, please, certain bacteria, not all bacteria. Bacteria can be classified according to the type of nutrients or the way or mode of nutrition. Some bacteria is called symbiotic bacteria. It lives on other living organisms. Parasitic bacteria, saprophytic bacteria, but this is called chemosynthetic bacteria because it can produce its own food. It's a mode of nutrition which certain bacteria synthesize, produce, make complex organic food from water and carbon dioxide using energy from the oxidation of various inorganic materials. You see oxidation. This is the way or the process whereby chemical energy is produced to combine the inorganic food materials to produce the organic food material. Photosynthesis is the general process. The photo means light, so it's a process whereby carbon dioxide and water are combined to produce glucose with the presence of sunlight. So we can just define this process as the process by which plants convert light energy from the sun into chemical energy. So this is what we have today. I hope you know, inshallah, will continue from here. So thank you very much. That's all about what we have today.